Gemini, why are you singing a plethora of Roberta Flack songs or dedicating a list of Roberta Flack and who is it? Peebo Bryson? Um, the closer I get to you. Who else? The Where is the love? That one. And what was the one that popped in my head? The one that it came out in the 80s. Came out in 83. Shit, Gemini. It was just that was the one that led me to realize it was you. It was you, Freda. I knew it was you. Somebody somebody disappointed you and broke your heart. It's gonna come back to me during this read. Because it's like high vibing, partying, not in a shallow, toxic way, but high vibing and just living. Gemini, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and this is all Gemini placements. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Rising, Venus, Mars, all the planetary placements. North Node, South Node. It's like all the Geminis are coming out from all over the world. It's like the Avengers is coming out. And all 12 planetary placements. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all kind of early to the party too. That's because we designed the damn party. We designed the social scene. Everybody else is just late coming to the party. They're late catching up on this. It's something about you being innovative right now. It's like y'all ain't up on this. I got two Gemini energies in my premonition. One wants you to remember them as the life of the party. The other one is definitely still a life of the party, but they got a love Jones for your body and your skin tone, and they want you to remember them. Or this is y'all Geminis, the two Geminis. But the one that wants you to remember them is helped assist with a Phoenix rising or inspired a Phoenix rising. So the first thing we want to talk about is take everything life has to offer. This is somebody who's real humane, compassionate, empathetic, and supportive of you. And this is the message they want to. They just want you to take in everything life has to offer. Somebody is like standing up and applauding. All right, all right, all right, let's go. Yeah, right. And the happy and the sad, everything. Trust that you are always where you should be, and you are given the lessons you need to move forward. Somebody sees a great deal of themselves in you. All right, Gemini, and to further amplify that is say thank you to others. Say as often as you can. Say thank you to life. Say thank you to yourself. Say thank you for the wits I passed down to you. It's like watching myself all over again. If I could do it all over again, I would have did way more shit. You just made me realize where I'm stagnant. Where I was stagnant. I was holding myself back. I got complacent. I got egotistical. I got lazy. Don't tell anybody. Gratitude allows you to trust life, and trust is the foundation for dreams to come true. I like your optimism. And then I got these flipped out the deck when I was just shuffling. Someone has a lot of compassion for you. Or Gemini, you have compassion for somebody because you see you see a more balancing act in them. So the energy would be like it's about bonding, acceptance. There are presence in the present. Like the gems about something about living in the moment. Okay? And it shows you that it's a gift to live in the moment, not stay stuck in the past, not put the cart before the horse. This is true acceptance. This is letting go of expectations for what your life should be and embracing what is right now by just being. It brings a lot of deep healing to your physical and emotional self. And down is like your cells. There's something about your cells being recalibrated by reconfiguring your old programming into a new way of processing your daily life. After all, it's all about perspective. You're helping people face their fears. You see reality over projections. So someone realized, or you realize, Gemini, someone see past your projections if you did that. And you see somebody being honest and living in their truth. While everybody else gets to complain about it, you see it from a different perspective. But you was always the one that stuck out. You was always the innovator. You always the creative, independent, freedom thinker. I don't know what happened along the way where you might have felt like you held yourself back or you felt bombarded or overly crowded, but you got a lot of brotherly love for somebody. There's a lot of compassion. This got compassion too. Yeah, that yin yang energy, that fertility, that equilibrium. I just want to say that you have the capacity to calibrate my emotions and balance out my yin yang energy and source energy. From you come from a grounded space. I hear it, I see it. It can bring light to a lot of emotional scars from the past. And the way you deal with it, you transform it. You transformed it for stability or traded it for stability. It helps remove a lot of the blame from the situation, and whether it's pointed at you or someone else, doesn't matter. You accept the situation for what it is, and you learn how to forgive yourself with all that love and compassion in the process. And let's get straight to the heart of the matter. Dispelling, it's about dispelling any negativity around any experiences, especially issues carried over from the past. It's a great something about your relationship with God and how he's a great protector, and he put a shield between you and any alien invasion. Those jinns, those unwanted attachments and possessions from people and those jinns, and you removed a lot of illusions. You didn't believe none of what nobody told you. So you can see the reality for what it is. You think outside the box. So you're proud of someone because you taught them how to think outside of the box without any judgment. I wish more of my kids were like me. I wish more of my siblings was like me. That's where the serenity and the peace lies. And seemingly, I attract everybody who needs my help because they have anything but serenity and peace. They don't know how to detach from the external views. They one-dimensional mindsets, look at everything from a narrow tunnel vision. They have tunnel vision. And when we're able to detach from our external views, you can ground yourself with a lot of love and trust that you know that you're protected. You know that I love you. Okay? I'm not a mushball, but I'll say it. It's a thing. Love is a thing. It's all you need. Once you feel like you have that unconditional love and forgiveness, you can start the process of emotional healing above all else. And it fosters a lot of compassion for yourself. And you're exuding the confidence that your self-worth can only be cultivated from within. This is self-love and encouragement. Okay? You're always supported. And you seem to nurture your inner child. And I'm sitting in somebody's giving you a lot of energetic hugs. A lot of energetic hugs. And then when I start shuffling this deck, this wanted to flip out. I hear Michael Jackson. If I start crying, laugh, because I think it's humor, it's lighthearted. But it's you're not alone. It's this isolation, physical connection, community. It's somebody who may telepathically connect with each other but are not physically present, or somebody who stays to themselves so much that they forgot the value of human connection, like physical human connection. Like you could talk to, like say you got a lot of friends on the internet, or you have a lot of Facebook friends or subscribers, and you talk to them every day, but you're not really in their everyday life like that. Y'all connect on a social media platform, and you're missing the value about connecting in person. And I feel like the pandemic messed that up for everybody. But there's a message, or something about you being a messenger. It's a phoenix rising. All right. Somebody is very proud of you there. You're getting a standing ovation. Stop doing that, please. That's right. You taking the rose-colored glasses off. You lifting the veil. Question everything. the fact that you challenge everything means it cuts out a lot of naivety. Anything unaligned must go. I think somebody has a crush on you, Gemini, or Gemini placements. And now they keeping it a secret. They get jealous when they see you because there's a void. Stop and embrace the winter void. They're learning a lot about you through this separation. There's no contact. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Alright, Gemini. Sorry I had to pause it. My baby want to play with one of the noisiest toys he got. I don't know. What does Gemini placements need to go? Need to go. They need to go within. Water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. You could have had an increasing need to rest. The courageous peony. That is a bit of a Gemini energy because they're very creative energy. They're multifaceted. They're unique in nature. They let themselves be seen a lot. Or somebody's coming out of their shell, or they're inspired by someone with Gemini placements to come out of their shell and cracked open. Somebody finally hit their rock bottom with being insecure, being worried, being jealous, being low vibrational. Is surrender to the alchemy of life. It is what it is. I feel like someone was competitive at one time until they realized it shouldn't be competing. The only competition you have is the competition with the person you was yesterday. You want to be better than who you were yesterday as long as you live in to see the next day. Like I was saying, shuffle for Gemini. Oh. Let's see. Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Hermit, Eight of Swords. This is like lust for wine and clocks back. All right. You went from one extreme to the next. You went from the Eight of Swords. See how that's a negative connotation? Or someone attempted to send you some kind of an attack mentally, crown chakra, intuition. Someone wanted to attack your intuition. Okay. Or this is someone's dying on the inside in a way, metaphorically. This is hermit mode. This is seeking inner wisdom. This would be an emperor in reverse who is in that negative headspace or felt like you was in a negative headspace at one time. But he's the one that's kind of feeling depressed right now. Okay? Because y'all are like this. This is somebody who feels attacked or thought that you was being attacked. The Six of Swords is like moving away, leaving. Okay, someone felt like their work had to take more precedence over protecting you. Or this is somebody who hustled this King of Pentacles away from you. And now he's depressed. Because you got somebody here who's in that pessimistic mindset with the Eight of Swords. That's a hell of a mindset. That's a mental imprisonment. Yikes. Yeah, somebody went with the wrong person. They played for the wrong team with the Three of Pentacles to further amplify. I feel like somebody thought you might have been weak or applauded you for not being weak or depressed. But there is a need for rest. Something about a Four of Swords is calling a truce. I feel like your enemies got to stand down. Gemini placements. They got to go sit down somewhere. Because where you're going, you're unreachable. They should have made that right when they had the chances when I'm hearing to naivety. I said something about naivety with the Fool in reverse. They thought you was weak. Now, somebody can't do nothing but think about you. The Six of Cups energy, that nostalgia. And they're depressed about it with the Four of Cups and the Eight of Swords. It's a bad time. It's a winter void. They don't have peace. They don't have peace. Shuffle for Gemini. Also, someone is called to create something something needs to create a project, or you're led to create that project or that creative endeavor, it keeps your mind occupied. It keeps you from being depressed. Somebody needs to work on themselves. Damn, now you got the Nine of Swords. That's a lot of negative talk. What's the bottom? The Sun. Illumination. Six of Cups again. I'm going to pull some more cards out, Gemini. I think you walking away or maneuvering away started karma for a group of people. You got the Six of Cups out here twice. So it's a lot of emphasis on in-depth, emotional, in-depth, and nostalgic past life energy. And the Nine of Swords is not sleeping. I'm just up. I cannot sleep. But you also got 8, 9. You got the Six of Swords. That's one person. You got the 8, 9, 10 of Swords. And then there's a death and rebirth that follows that 10 of Swords. That death of transformation. Somebody's questioning everything that didn't make. Somebody's starting to realize a lot of shit just don't make a lot of sense. They're starting to question something now. The Moon. And the Two of Wands is about try to see this from a different perspective or go in a different direction with what's not all revealed. It's something about something, whatever wasn't being revealed was the elephant in the room, which could have inspired somebody to go a different way because you might have felt like something wasn't clean in the milk and you couldn't trust nobody, or you felt like there was some disrespect or some shadiness with family and or business. So the Judgment is on the bottom with that's clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. I just feel like with this, somebody feel dumb. They feel bad. They feel depressed. It's a lot going on. There's just somebody's at peace or could be resting in peace. And everybody else is like in a badass headspace. Like this is just it just feel like everything unraveled and fell apart. That's how it feels. And I feel like they're the mastermind behind all this shit. Somebody feels real guilty. That's a secret. Somebody's keeping a secret. Damn. As soon as I said that, look, this one flipped over. The High Priestess, the Five of Pentacles in the World. Yeah, something's over. It's like something can't be undone. And somebody's in the Five of Pentacles about it. They feel like they got to take that shit to their grave. Like, you got the High Priestess on top of the Moon. And the Ace of Cups is on the bottom. I hear on one hand, somebody just don't fuck. I don't fuck with that like that. Somebody just don't want to touch whatever it is. How it resonates differently for everybody. On the other hand, somebody is just bothered, deeply bothered. It's eating them up inside. They feel like they're responsible. Somebody feels like they're responsible for everything with how everything is playing out. Somebody feel like too many people got hurt in the process. See? Somebody feel defeated with the Five of Swords. Like, why did I say that? Why did I do that? This is a lot about ambition. This ain't had nothing to do with morals, ethics, beliefs, operating from your heart space. This could be jealousy. I mean, heart space by way of jealousy. This really triggers somebody's ambition to get something done, to start some shit. Like, what was you so mad for? Somebody couldn't temperance themselves. couldn't temper themselves. And now the damage is done. I feel like whatever this is, the damage is done because the depth of transformation is following the Ten of Swords. Tell me about, give me something for the Nine of Swords. The Temperance. Somebody could have a lot of anxiety, they're hypertension, like you shake a lot when you cry, your nerves is real bad. You probably, if you smoke cigarettes, you smoke a lot of cigarettes, or may smoke a lot of green. You could even drink a lot, or drink. I feel like it's increasing. Whatever your vice could have been mild mannered before, it's just picking up right now. It's just a lot. It just feels like grievance. All this combination of cards feels like grievance. I don't know what you thought or what somebody thought was supposed to happen, but it's over. With the World card here, there's a new something ended, but it's all again. It goes back to perspective. Something had to end. Of this, like a very. This is 21 is on the World card, right? You got the Judgment right before that, which is 20. I feel like a cycle that's been going on for decades at a time, because you got tens and 20s at a time, and it's a lot of moods. It's a lot of mental conflict here, a lot of verbal and mental conflict, and it's six, and the Six of Cups is here twice. Oh yeah, and the Sun is here, so that's 19, 20, 21. 13, 14, 19, 20, 21. Something sped up quicker than anybody was ready to deal with it. The Fool is in reverse. That's the first one. That's 0. And then it goes to the High Priestess. I forgot the Moon was here. So that's 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, something sped up. Something to do with business and family. Naivety. Somebody feels like this is their fault. Because even the swords go in order like that. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Or 4, 5, 6, 9, 8. You know what I'm saying? You get it. Because now I'm shaking. And the Page of Pentacles is like a new chapter. This starts a new chapter or the next phase of life for everybody. And I have to say it, I feel like with this combination, this family or group of people don't know where to start. They have no sense of direction about what has transpired. In a sense, like mentally and emotionally, it's a lot of conflict, a lot of choice words back and forth. A lot of shots fired, a lot of words thrown back and forth, a lot of calling people out on their shit. A lot has this what is the word? I don't want to say disintegrated, but dissipated. Am I saying that right? A lot, and I see cease and desist. I see that. Whether people are telling each other it's a wrap, we won't have no more words for each other, it's a lot of falling out. That's my kid playing, y'all. It's a lot of falling out with people. Like, it's nothing holding us together no more. It's a very negative, pessimistic way of thinking. Shots, like I said, shots are being thrown. Disrespect. Maybe somebody's being called out for being disrespectful. I also see somebody's energy is just weary, mentally weary. It's like it's the same shit every time somebody passes away. It's the same dark depression. Like everybody, somebody is like, I feel like everybody's missing the point, regardless of whose fault it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like what it doesn't matter how we got here, it's how are we going to move forward? Nobody has an answer for that part. How are we going to propel forward? Like what now? Sorry, Gemini. Or this is happening around a Gemini. Or if somebody moved away, they don't have no idea this is going on. Hold your vision and fix the moon. Hold your vision. What is the vision? Everybody going their separate ways. It's something about being guilt ridden. I feel like I don't have a choice but to go my own way. I feel like we don't have a choice but to go our own way. It's not enough chemistry amongst us as people that's really holding us together. So somebody could be realizing that whoever this Gemini energy is, or Gemini placement of any kind, they were the glue holding everybody together. It means everybody depended on this Gemini and not realizing it could have wore this Gemini thin. I feel like history repeating itself. History was repeating itself with the naivety. You just want to be there for everybody, but does everybody know how to take care of themselves as well as you were taking care of them? It's draining. And I think it sped something up to the point of an ending, an end of a cycle. You hear that horn? Like an alarm. Like that. Like that's it. Like pull the plug. Like something's over. And on about what's clarifying, hold your vision is take time to breathe out. I don't know how to do that shit. Disseminating moon. That might be what I was trying to say. Take time to breathe out. I'm sorry. It's shaky energy. I can feel the nervousness, like the anxiety, the nervousness by way of anxiety. I just feel like what people assumed would be the case is not the case. So whoever would be a replica of this Gemini or this Gemini energy, you dig what I'm saying? You don't know, no, that's not it. Like that's it. Like that, you can forget that kind of thing. That's what people are saying. That's what I hear. It's like that ain't even that's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. But it's like, what the fuck do you expect? I just feel like somebody is people. It's like it's been going on for so many decades. It never occurred to you to look in yourself, to water your garden, to fix your ways. Fix your ways. Like have some courage. Fix your ways. And this is a rock bottom with surrender to the alchemy of life. It is what it is. I feel like there was a lack of gratitude. People just took too much shit for granted. And now it's like you can't undo what's done. It just feels very inevitable. And there's a lot of this experience was met with too much naivety, immaturity. Like, I thought you would always be there. Nobody wanted to water their own garden. I feel like this is like the metaphor is like nosing or looking in everybody else's backyard, but you're not taking care of yourself. You just relied so much on this other person. You were that kind of, it's almost like idol worship. Like you almost depended so much on this person's energy that you drained them to the point of depletion. And there's nothing you can do. And it's like whatever else this person had going for them, whatever the person whose energy it was drained the most is like whatever their wealth is, their true wealth, that's being kept from everybody. And it's causing all these endings. With the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like they're stuck with the physical damage of it. Like the tangible damage. Like there's nothing there. That's a lot of fucking problems instead of generational wealth. There's like a lot of generational curses that went unnoticed or ignored, taking it for granted. And some people will be stuck repeating a lot of the same cycles, and some people are forced to hit a rock bottom. It's a rock bottom for just about everybody. That's how I feel. It's a rock bottom for a lot of different dynamics, a lot of all the people involved in this. Nobody wasn't ready for this day to come. That's what I'm hearing. I wasn't really mentally preparing myself. I even know realistically, I know it can happen. It will happen at some point. I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I can't do it. What's that? The high priestess on top of the moon. That's secrets, and that's heightened intuition, or that's just low vibration. Honestly, the way I'm reading this high priestess and this moon is very low vibration. The sun and the moon is here. So what the fuck? It's like poverty mindset. It never occurred. Nobody, the ambition was in all the wrong areas. So the physical damage is here. The completion of the Ten of Pentacles is just a bunch of Five of Pentacles grouped together. Somebody said, I don't have nobody no more. At least nobody I feel like is strong enough. A time to give rather than a time to take. If you didn't learn anything from this Gemini energy, it's a time give. You're such a giver, and everybody was a taker. With that Five of Swords, they left feeling defeated now, being that kind of ambitious. I don't have nothing to give. This is a lot. It's like empty spirited energy. When you water your garden, you can give to other people. You're able to give to other people. Maybe they feel like it's too late. On the bottom is balancing spirituality with practicality. For me, I feel like that's the spiritual connection to any religion you might claim. And this is a balance. This is about balance. One of these cards earlier said balance. Because this is Pisces. Hello, car, do you mind? This is full moon in Pisces, and this is a new moon in Virgo. This is a new perspective. Be more practical instead of less possessive. This gives me possessive energy. With the full moon in Pisces, like all your emotions was in this resource instead of just being more practical, think about your family, think about yourself long term. How are you keeping yourself up if anything happened to me? Common sense. But this is giving me high priestess in a low vibration. So this was like manipulative energy, and possessive energy is very dark shadow side of how things should have been. And this is giving me get more religious, get one with God to balance out your emotions. It's like your emotions that went undealt with, that empty spirit nature, the water in your garden, the needing to water your garden, the naivety. You put all that together, you need to take time to breathe out, because somebody's hyper fucking ventilating. You dig what I'm saying? And it's secrets. The holding shit in, the not dealing with the shit led you to what? You have nothing to show for it now. I feel like that's how people get sick, but it's a new chapter. It's a new chapter. First of all, you have to know you are good enough. Why wouldn't you think you're good enough? And what's clarifying that is surrender to the divine. Somebody feel like they fucked up so bad, they don't know how to pray. I can't even pray about it. But it's a time for healing. That's the lesson. It's a time for healing. It's a new chapter with the Page of Pentacles. I don't know if Gemini is left with all this mess, or Gemini is the one that was forced to separate or depart in some way. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Gemini is not present in all of this. Not spiritually, not practically. To the point where it's been evaporated. The energy has been evaporated. There's nothing left to give. Because the spiritual takeover turned into a practical disappearance, practically practical evaporation. Something's been evaporated. So what's the advice? Gemini, I started this reading off. Oh, no, not Where is the Love. That's not the one. Gemini is pissing me off because this song. Oh, tonight I celebrate my love to you. That part just popped in my head. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, wait, that's from the 70s? No, it's from the. I looked it up. That song came out in the 80s. But that song, I never listened to that song, and that's now my favorite song. So there's something very healing. It's a message in that song. It's like, I celebrate my love for you. And then you listen to the bridge, they be like, ooh. I'm not trying to sing off key, but it sounds like a choir. I heard a choir. When I was listening to the song, I can hear harmonization like a choir is singing. But that could be a love song to some, but I feel like it's an unconditional love. The song is about unconditional love. I celebrate my love for you. You have a right, first of all, you are a rose without thorns is talking about you having a right to your joy. You have a right to your peace. You have a right to the sweetness, to enjoy the sweetness of life. Don't let nobody take that from you. This is like words of encouragement. And then on the bottom was further clarifying that is the brother of the rose. I always think of my brother when I see this card. It's like the sacred masculine, the honor, and then there's a pregnant woman right there. It's like somebody's meant to give birth to a son, protection and support. Somebody could be bringing a reincarnation of a deceased loved one, or somebody's meant to have a son, or at least another son, as a reincarnation of a deceased loved one. So the advice is take time to breathe out, hold your vision. Just that replica of me is gone. All is not lost. Somebody's going to bring a reincarnation of this person back. The blueprint is within you. This is, I swear, Mother Rose, returning to each other. See, compassion and humanity. I do see a lot of tears in this with the Six of Cups twice. This is from both ends. So if you broke up with somebody, the tears and the reminiscence and the nostalgia is from both ends. Somebody is deeply stressed out and not sleeping. They have that separation anxiety. They have that mental anxiety. They're very weary. And they have a never-ending headache. The bloom. Creations realize the right time to harvest and celebrate. This is what I'd rather see people doing, but they're missing the point. They never listened to me. They never got it. The grandmother. Somebody's a lot like their grandmother. Their grandmother could be a Gemini. Remember your roots, perspective, trust the weaving. I get a lot of my ways from your grandmother. Or you get a lot of your ways from your grandmother. So keep going. Somebody is nurturing the hell. If there's Gemini energy, is nurturing the hell out of somebody, or somebody is mourning, but in the midst of everybody mourning, somebody is nurturing the hell out of somebody. It's 2 of Wands. This death of transformation had to happen. What does that mean? It means the ego death. The ego had to fucking go. There was no balance. Now somebody's going to have to get right spiritually or practical. Somebody's going to have to be practical and balance out their spiritual side and their practical side. It can't be all surface level shit. You got to go deep. You got to go within. This is a lack of spirituality. Is what I'm seeing. And that's what's being exposed with like the moon. Somebody doesn't keep their legs closed. I don't know. This high priestess, this low vibrational high priestess, an blocked intuition. You didn't listen. Somebody didn't listen. But there's a lot of support in the community. It's unseen help, sureness of the soil. Come to me, attracting like a rose, receive abundance as eyes. This is somebody who's not around this kind of energy. This is obviously somebody else's energy, because this is higher frequency, but this is also advice. Raise your frequency. Go within. Gemini, I want the energy to be lighter. So we're gonna make it lighter. Okay, we're gonna say a prayer, and we're gonna stay optimistic. We're gonna take time to breathe out, because you don't have to sit in all this bad energy. You know what though? I do want to read something about the disseminating moon. Hold on, Gemini. I gotta find that book. Where is that book? I celebrate my love for you. All these Roberta Flack songs kept playing, and then Rini and Angela. You don't have to cry. Bow, bow, alone. Somebody miss your humor. Somebody's starting to cry because they miss somebody's silliness. They hear these songs and they just flare up. They have a lot of anxiety. I don't know. And this ain't a reading where nobody's necessarily wishing bad. They just took for granted. Something just was taken for granted. You just wasn't meant nobody ever wanted to see this day come. Now, where's the box? I don't know right there with the box. Oh. All right, Gemini, hold on. Everybody may not be religious, but to be religious is to at least start the friendship with God. Now, being religious further amplifies a friendship with God, because it's really just a structure and a discipline that keeps you straight with God. Man, all right. With the fixed moon, it do give me the energy that nobody wanted to bend. It had a fixed energy one way or another. But there are two main possibilities. The first one is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second one, very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. You're asking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like this could be referring to the situation that I'm picking up on. You know, and if that's the case, if you have to think about what you could do to kind of like get the ball rolling, so that the events that you're trying to, whatever you're trying to bring together or reignite or reunite, like a reunion, so it can move forward. Somebody's like very stubborn, or it's a group of people that's like super stubborn. So on one hand, somebody can have a lot of staying power, a lot of faith, or patience is going to be what's needed, or someone needs to really back down with how they've been dealing with things. Tonight, I celebrate my love with you. Something could have happened that night. I can't find what I'm looking for. Maybe I'm almost there. Hurry up, man. Nobody here come here to see you do all that. Somebody's going to be thoroughly missed. I knew it. Like, take time. Obviously, if it's saying take time to breathe out, it's intensity. Um, Basically, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. It's talking about try to accept the way things are now, like surrender to it, like this card about rock bottom. Surrender. Something ended, so something had to begin, and I feel like somebody is fixed in the fact that something's over, and they don't want to forge a new path. But you do. It's like it's about giving yourself time and give others time to relax. Like really, like quite literally, you do need to breathe. Like you can't be on all the time. Like somebody is overachieving or something. But you should know where you stand either now or very soon. So somebody could be, it's like fierce denial, or you need to take time out for your own good, or it's time for you to share your wisdom and experiences with somebody else. So to keep somebody's legacy going, if that's the case, if you want to keep somebody's legacy going, you got to surrender. That person had to surrender to keep moving forward. It's like the humility in it is I am where I am. It is what it is. I'm in a real shitty ass space, and it's okay. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have it. Somebody needs to relax their pride just a little bit. I'm not saying be a fucking idiot, but it is some naivety here with the fool being in reverse. That's naivety. You do need to take time to yourself. Somebody is going to mentally crash because that's a lot of sword energy. Now swords represent Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. This is a Gemini reading. So the swords are talking about somebody trying to hold it all together. It's okay to relax. Somebody is holding on for dear life in hopes that something will go back to the way it was. And it's like you hurting yourself holding on too much. It's okay to surrender so you can go to the next phase of life. It's guiltiness. I feel a lot of guiltiness. I feel my chest getting tight. And it feels a lot of I feel that if somebody's not careful, they're going to fall into like somebody fell into a slump a little bit. Transition. There has been a transition. Well, death a transformation. Death and rebirth is a transformation, but there is a transition. Somebody needs to know it's okay to transition out. And you got expression to further amplify that. Their expression. Somebody wants to express something. Somebody wants you to express something. Somebody wants to know. But this expression is like, you see all these butterflies? That's an evolution. Peace. Transitioning out. Rest in peace. Ancestors. Somebody's ancestor is holding on and they need to hear somebody's voice to say it's okay. It's okay to let go. And so you have an intuition about it. Somebody has an intuition about it. Somebody does have an intuition where others were being fixed in their expression. Maybe Gemini was the one being stubborn for a long time. But their intuition, somebody's intuition is telling them, I need to hear from you that it's okay. Somebody may want forgiveness. Somebody wants your grace. Your intuition is telling you that it's time to surrender. That it's okay to not be okay. If somebody did transition out, it's okay that things are pretty shitty right now for everybody, or for most people at least, for some people, for someone, or for a group of people. It's okay. Somebody needs to carry the torch. Okay, has to step up in the leadership position, and there's protection. Somebody is like their bond is protected, and somebody is in deep reflection about it all. Somebody wants to apologize. Somebody, I'm sorry about it all. Yeah, power, patience, wisdom. Gemini. For Gemini, for those who lost a loved one or don't know that you lost a love, or it's not been told to you that you lost. Honestly, with the intuition card here, you know if you lost a loved one or not. You know that. Your intuition is telling you that. If you hear my child like crying in the background, that's how it feels. Somebody's sad. Like somebody's like deeply, their inner child is sad. They're sad. It's like the whole fucking world shut down. Somebody's been crying so hard, they head hurt. That kind of sad. All right, Gemini. It could be a union for somebody, or somebody wants a reunion. Okay, someone wants to at least start a new chapter, but I don't. It don't seem like it's possible. It seems like it's something's too late behind the fixed nature. Like once what's done is done. I don't know if I should call this reading it's inevitable. I don't know, heightened intuition, but transition. It's time to transition into the next phase of life with this Page of Pentacles, and it's going to take time because you got the Knight of Pentacles under it. And the best, everybody, if you can't be harmonious, at least try to find your happiness. Okay? And that Eight of Swords is right under there. You got to get out of your head and just surrender. That's easier said than done to people who just are very fixed and stubborn and just don't do that. And it's discernment. You have to learn how to follow your intuition. If something don't feel right, if your body is giving you a somatic sense that something is not correct or don't feel right, don't go with it. Go with what feels right. That's the lesson. If it don't feel right, you don't keep running with no brakes. Like you don't have no brakes and then expect not to hit a brick wall. I just feel like people was ignoring their intuition. Like they knew shit was that was this common sense. I just feel like people play dumb until the inevitable happens. It's like you don't get to cry now. It is what it is. So Gemini, that's a message for somebody, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.